Hi, I'm Colin Hanks. A couple of years ago, my partners and I had an idea to make a documentary film about a man named Russ Solomon. You might not recognize the name, but chances are you bought music from him. Russ is responsible for one of the most beloved companies in the history of the music business, Tower Records. In a story that spans over 50 years, Tower Records grew from one small brick-and-mortar record store to a global retailer selling records, videos, and books from Sacramento to New York, from London to Tokyo. Somewhere in this long history, Russ Solomon's store became much more than just a place to buy records. It grew into an institution. It seems everyone has their own story and a personal connection to what Tower Records meant to them. Now, to some, it represents the first casualty of the so-called death of the music industry. But to most people, it was a home for music. It was theirs. It didn't matter what kind of music you liked. There would be someone at Tower who could help you find what you were looking for and probably turn you on to something new. As we started down this road, we realized that this story is bigger than just Tower Records. With the introduction of Napster, Amazon, and iTunes, as Tower Records closed its doors, the collapse of Russ Solomon's dream became an example of a cultural shift, not only in the music industry, but in the way that people interacted with each other. On our first trip in 2008 to visit with Russ, I decided to drive by one of the old Tower Records stores. The neon sign was still on the storefront. Racks were still in the aisles. Headphones, telephones, and cash registers all still there. The only thing that had changed was that the store was completely empty. No customers, no workers, and no records. We threw together what we could as quickly as we could, documenting the store exactly as we found it. We also began the first of what we hoped to be many interviews with Russ, as well as the people on whom he relied to make Tower Records into a global brand. But we've only skimmed the surface. For this project, there's much more research that needs to be done, documents and pictures that need to be archived and digitized, and of course, many more interviews to be filmed. Which brings us to the question, what are we doing here on Kickstarter? Well, we thought that we could use the tools of this new era to help celebrate the old one. We feel that there's no one better suited to help bring this documentary to life than the people that loved and cared for the company the most. If you worked at a Tower Records, if you shopped at a Tower Records, or if you're just a fan of music history, we hope that you will help us with a contribution so that we can finish our documentary of this incredible company and the end of an era in music history.